We did get our first video update of A.J. Brown at practice, and this one was quite interesting. So Elliot posted this 8 minutes ago. A.J. Brown arrives for practice, ran right through Eagles players warming up without saying anything. Just ran right through them.
Oh, yeah, it's going to be a chippy day. Don't get me wrong now. I'm not saying that
Boom, Hugh.
They're not going to be excited. I mean, they're not going to be competitive.
Say he sucks.
But no, I'm talking about the Eagles.
Yeah.
But we
AJ
have to realize and we have to understand that this is not the end all to be all. We have to take this with a grain of salt and we get better incrementally in all of this.
You know what? It's the end all be all before the season.
It's the only thing before
Kyle,
the season.
That's how you want to put it.
Until week one starts, this is all I got, dude.
I
and
got
you know what? It's the Eagles' fault for this.
And I respect that.
If they're not going to play starters in the preseason, then me as a fan, I'm putting everything I have into this.
And you know what? I respect
everything.
It's a game day.
I just don't want you on that emotional roller coaster. I'm trying to help y'all.
No,
you know what? You know what I want to see? I want to see some good work. I want to see some competition. And I want to see this team get better every day. I want to see this offense get better every day.
Enough cliches.
This
How
is
about
just
we
try
kick
your
the
best,
Pats'
brick
ass
by
for
brick
2 hours?
nonsense. Get real.
Okay, guys. Okay.
I want Quinyon to pound AJ's face into the dirt.
Yeah, I mean,
I think it's going to get don't get it.
No
I think it's going to
injuries,
get. I think it's going to get chippy. I think it's going to definitely get.
I want to see a fight.
A fight would be awesome.
Might see a fight, but we still have to get better as a football team.
Well, that's the point.
That makes you better.
Yeah. Well,
fighting.
Banding together, all for one, one for all.
Ain't no pushback.
Plus,
over
have you forgotten some of the things A.J. Brown has said, Hugh Douglas? Let's remind everyone some of the things A.J. Brown has said since. Can we hear the heaven one? Because this one. Let's remind everyone A.J. Brown said the minute he got to New England.
Just talking to my mom, and I was like, man, I'm still in awe. I'm trying to adjust and, walking up the hill with the uniform on. I was like, man, this is real, and caught myself one point in practice, wasn't paying attention because I was like, dang, I'm a Patriot, and just trying to take it all in as much as I can. Obviously, I got back to work quickly, but it's levels to it, and like I said, I'm enjoying it. It's obviously I know this ain't heaven, but it's close to it.
See, that's why we got to win this thing today.
Yeah, if I'm the Bulldog, I would ask him, what did you mean by this is heaven? Could you elaborate on that a little bit? I mean, because especially given the fact that right now, for you, your legacy is in Philadelphia. Like you won a Super Bowl in Philadelphia. You were an integral part.
Oh, I don't think he thinks that.
No, I mean, but I would ask him that because to me, that's where the math ain't mathing.
Well, I think if I had to guess, I would think he thinks his legacy is independent of the team he plays for. It's the A.J. Brown legacy. I don't think it could have been on the Patriots, Eagles,
And I would say as a player,
Edmonton,
as a former
Eskimos,
player,
or whatever the team
I would
name
say
is.
as a player, that's not true because we actually have receipts, like the kids like to say. Your career, I can make an argument that your best years was as a Philadelphia Eagle.
Obviously, yeah.
And you can also make an argument that your years with the Pats, I mean, it's a fact that there are unknowns right now.
Yeah.
Now, you're going into this season with a lot of optimism, but if you're being realistic about it, your best years were here with the Philadelphia Eagles.
But I think, but you're thinking about him as if he's a regular player, or maybe the way you thought as a player, which is team-oriented. He's an individual. I mean, he acts like an independent contractor. He doesn't act like a team guy, and it was so obvious when they won. I mean, 2 years ago, they lost one football game for 4 months, and all he did is bitch and moan the whole time.
But the reality is this. This is the reality, is that no matter what you feel about Jalen Hurts at this moment in your life, whether or not you think that he is not this, that, or the third, he was an integral part of you putting yourself in the equation of potentially becoming a Hall of Famer.
So I don't disagree with you, but I would guess if A.J. Brown is put on a lie detector, he would say Jalen Hurts held me back from the Hall of Fame.
And that would be silly of him to say.
Well, I mean, but he believes that. I mean, if he thinks he's a 2,000-yard wide receiver held to 1,300 yards because his quarterback didn't see him, then that's the way he feels.
Perception is reality.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying I agree with it.
That's not the reality.
But that's how he feels.
That's his perception, which is reality.
I mean, but that's what I'm saying. But
otherwise, he'd be here. He wanted out because he thinks the quarterback held him back.
Yeah, but you can't have one. You can't be in the position that you're in if it wasn't for Jalen Hurts, in my opinion.
Well, you tell him that. I mean, we should have set you up there to tell him. That would have been awesome. I would have loved to hear that.
Hopefully the Bulldog listening, he can ask.
All right, let's hear one more because he obviously loves his quarterback now. Let's hear A.J. Brown talking about Drake Maye.
I think Drake Maye's probably dreamt of throwing you the ball, like the actual manifestation and feeling of that. Can you then describe, with like really big detail, as much as you can get, nitty gritty, like what does it feel like to catch a ball from Drake Maye?
Drake.
It's so beautiful, AJ.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah, man, he's very special. He's very special, and I continue to brag on him. He can make any throw, and you know he really tries to be a perfectionist. And sometimes I tell him just put it in the area. You don't have to try to be perfect. You don't have to try to place the ball in my hands 30, 40, 40
yeah, look
yards
at
down.
you. Please, I've seen you catch a 360 radius everywhere. Like,
but his
mindset.
But his mindset is I'm running down the field, and he's trying to place the ball in my hand. 30, 40 yards down the field,
which is
really hard to do, but he makes it look very effortless. And so I'm like, Drake, just throw the ball over in the area. You don't have to be perfect.
Oh, enough. I mean, enough of him talking about Drake Maye. It's nauseating. 215-592-9494.
He's okay with this.
I mean, I can't believe it. All right, here's where I'm at. It's a huge deal. Today's practice, tomorrow, these practices are the biggest deal of the summer for the Eagles. They're a big deal to me. Where do you come down? Is this a big deal? Today, tomorrow, joint practices, they're about to kick this thing off or snap it off. They don't really kick it off in practice. Whatever.